Hey everyone, welcome to the LDO stream. Thanks everyone for joining. Excited to do the LDO giveaway. Hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. I know the first giveaway winner already got their printer, so that's great. Welcome. Yeah, this should be a really cool giveaway. I think the LDO kit is really awesome, and the actual parts they use, like the bed and PEI and stuff like that, are very specific to this printer. So I'm very excited for there to be a kit, and yeah, this is essentially like the first LDO kit officially out there. Um, Technically, it was a beta kit, but there wasn't really much wrong with the kit. I'll of course give you all the spare parts that came with it, like the extras and stuff like that. So um, yeah, I see Canrog that you're getting some mods going on it, which is awesome. I'm glad the modding community is doing well. I think I should probably add your spool holder to the default parts on printables because the spool holder is pretty important. Um, welcome, welcome, Pixel. Welcome. So yeah, this is a lot of work went into this printer. I'm glad it's kind of finished, and there's kits coming out. Very excited about that, and I'm happy that it's the work to get this polished up to be the refit version. Um, it was quite a bit, and I'm glad to be done that. So I just want people to enjoy the printer, have fun, print out lots of cool things, whatnot. Uh, it's going to be a shame because I won't have a Delta Flyer at all left. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have the original Delta Flyer, not the refit. Um, it's in the corner of my basement, but I officially will not have a Delta Flyer refit anymore once this is shipped out. I'll just have the OG Delta Flyer, which maybe I'll do a giveaway on that one, maybe I won't. Thanks, Canrog, appreciate it. Yeah, this is a great size. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than the Rook, but honestly, it's a very nice compact size for an enclosed printer that you can just have on your desk or whatever. Multi-material is interesting. I'm interested in doing stuff like that. I think what I want to really focus on though is I have some videos and printer ideas in the pipeline, of course, that are going to be coming out here in the next year. One of them being is I really want to do a bunch of videos on my flying gantry printer called Pegasus, and I want to do a lot of videos on Stealth Changer mod for it. I already know someone's put Stealth Changer on there, um, but I want to like do some videos, make sure everything works, really get information out there because tool changing is, I think, a really cool thing that's going to be coming out in the future. OEMs are starting to do tool changing, and I want to have a tool changing printer, and my Pegasus printer makes a lot of sense. So, any new kits for the Rook? I'm assuming you're meaning. No real plans on the Rook. I mean, the Rook's been out long enough now where I guess the hype's died. You can still buy like a lot of like kit components like frames. Um, Funsor has the frame on AliExpress for the Rook 2020. DLL PDF still carries the Rook 2020 frame kits as well. That type of thing. And most of the other parts you need to buy individually. I'm going to be having a new video coming out next week, hopefully, on the cross gantry printer. It's going to be a video about laser cutting a panel for it, and I should be printing on that pretty soon. So Yeah, I would assume there's probably a few Rook retailers still have some kits and whatnot. Um, and I'll just mention to everyone on stream again, if you're not a Patreon member or a YouTube member, I'm giving a little bit of a chance if anyone wants to subscribe now. If they're not subscribed, if they want to be entered in to win this printer, usually I give like 30 minutes or something. We'll wait till like midstream to do the giveaway if there's any stragglers or whatever. If you want to, you don't have to, of course. But yeah, I've got some printers that I need to do some actual videos on and provide some more information and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. I probably should get a print going on this guy. So let's start. Just a pretty standard print here. We'll do a Cali Dragon just so I can get this thing printing. So let's try this. I did a test earlier and I had to change the Z just ever so slightly. I haven't printed on this printer in quite a bit, but yeah, I got a lot of videos and stuff in the pipeline. I'd like to do more regular live streams and stuff like that as well. I would like to start doing 3 to 4 videos a month. I'd like to get back to that, dropping a video every Sunday. It's difficult though with life, work, family, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the goal I want to set here for the Q3 and Q4 of this year is I'd like to get more consistent videos coming out. And I kind of want to get more consistent quality videos coming out as well. So that's something I'm really trying to look on, and I'm looking on trying to do more live streams every Saturday. You know, I've still got my 3D Sets rock crawler that I need to finish. It's so close. I'd like to start building the 3D Sets Baja Bug kit. That's one of my favorite kits, and I'd really like to build one of those as well. I have the Rook behind me on the shelf. You probably can't see it, but I have a whole bunch of Funsor parts for it that I'd like to rebuild that printer and get all the CNC metal parts on it printing. It'd be fun to do that on live stream, I think. I definitely got lots of things that I want to do, and I've got lots of stuff I can do with like videos and streaming and stuff like that. I just got to make sure I set time aside and whatnot, but all right, so LDO, this printer is just heating up. We're heating the bed up right now. I will mention whoever gets this printer will get the second set of arm tubes so that they can put MP jet arms on this. So here is the spare arm tubes that you'll get with Delta Flyer. The beta kit came with these metal ball joints, which is not going to be used in the kit anymore, but I'll give them to you. You could build a Min with these arms. These are the same ball joints I used for Min, but you do get the pre-cut carbon tubes still if you want to do some MP Jet upgraded joints. You don't have to, though. It's not necessary. Yeah, I am in the same boat, Steven. I need to pick a lane and I need to like focus on one project till it's completed and then move on to the next one, complete it, move on to the next one instead of doing like 15 projects at once. It's just not a good idea. So we should be pretty much heated up here. Hot end's just heating up. There we go, we're starting our print. So this kind of has like a stormtrooper look vibe to it. I left the protective film on acrylic. You can, whoever the winner is, you can decide to pull it off, of course, if you want to. This one's a little bit different. I think I want to. I'm gonna let the winner get a serial number for this printer. It's a little bit odd because technically this isn't like the first one or anything like that. It doesn't have a serial. The other Delta Flyer that I gave away was serial 0. So that one is serial number 0. But there's been Delta Flyers already built since then. So this one technically is just going to be up to the person who wins it. They can apply for a serial if they want, and they'll just get whatever's available. Yeah, I'm too lazy to put all 4 in. It's not usually necessary. Oh, it's actually pretty quiet. Most of the noise you're hearing is the motors, which could be even quieter, I'm sure, if you change microstepping and things like that. But yeah, you're hearing the motors for the most part, and I'm sure the mic being like really close to the printer definitely doesn't help it any. It's actually quite a quiet printer, and it's especially quiet with the door open or with the door closed like it is now. I should probably open the door if I'm printing PLA, in all fairness here. Might be a little bit louder. I'm gonna move the beholder here. Hopefully it can hold the door open a little bit. So that beholder was printed on the Delta Flyer, of course. Yeah, it's crazy how much enclosures help with noise. Yeah, I don't think I've used Stealth Chop in a few years. It's just usually not necessary. No, it's just ball joints. The LDO kit, the ones that they were able to source have a small amount of play in them, so that's why there's elastics on the tubes. But again, it doesn't affect print quality, and it's up to the user if they want to source MP Jets later on, which is only a $20 upgrade. You will go through my Discord to apply for a serial number. We have a special ticket that you can put in to get a serial number. It's just for fun. You'll just get a serial number specific for this printer when you submit it. But yeah, Deltas are really, really fun to watch print, that's for sure. Looks like the door is fighting back. I gotta get my flashlight to hold it open. That's quite a bit more heavy, so that'll help it from closing. It has to use the optical M stops. You cannot use sensorless homing, it's not accurate enough. You absolutely must use optical end stops. They're very cheap, there's no reason not to use them. So yeah, optical end stops are available pretty much everywhere, Amazon, AliExpress, very, very inexpensive, and they work perfectly. They are absolutely the most accurate end stop that you can use. Sensorless homing is not reliable enough, nor is it sensitive enough to use for deltas. And I do think the white panel protective helps the light also shine a bit better too. We're not even at full brightness here. I can turn up the brightness on the LED to maximum. I usually don't run the LEDs on full brightness. It's because it's not necessary, but... And yeah, this is definitely probably one of my better looking printers. It's probably the most polished looking, cleanest version of a printer that I have. So I want to try to follow suit after this, is make sure my printers have a nice clean aesthetic to them, a polished look, but it takes a lot of time to iterate and polish. So yeah, it does slow the process down for sure. And I'll probably do the giveaway here in about 15 minutes, so if anyone wants to still join Patreon or YouTube, definitely go ahead and do so. Again, not a problem if you don't. In 15 minutes I'll start exporting the members, and we'll put them into Wheel of Names, and I'll do a draw. Again, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to do the Wheel of Names live. I'll just, well, I'm going to do the draw live, but I just won't show off the Wheel of Names because there are some first and last names on there. So, Jeffrey, I do definitely want to do a proper large delta, like a 250 build area delta. It would be very similar to this. Obviously, it would have a fully 2020 frame and all that kind of stuff, but I really do want to do like a proper Delta with all the features you can imagine. Like I say, a rigid 2020 frame, really good cooling, all that kind of stuff. So I can't tell you when that will happen. It's probably not going to be till next year. No, I mean, both printers print really, really well. I find Deltas, though, are exceptionally good at quality, especially when they're tuned properly and that type of thing. But this kind of Delta is kind of just meant to be on par with like a Rook. Being this is not a fully metal frame, it's not meant for insane speeds. It can still print fast, of course, but it's not meant for like ridiculously fast speeds and stuff like that. If I built a larger one, it would be much more rigid, and I would actually pay more attention to that type of thing for extreme speed. If I remember correctly, it's usually like double the size. I'd have to double check my Phoenix Delta that I built a long time ago. It's like double or 100 millimeter difference with height, with how you go with rails, but you can make the rails the same length as the same height as the printer. It's not really going to hurt anything, but it's not like you save a ton of money by making them the shortest possible for maximizing build area. So a lot of times you can actually just make the rail the same length of your extrusion, and then it makes the bill of materials really easy. But Deltas probably aren't the most space efficient printer for sure, because like a 120 build area on a Delta is much smaller than a 120 build area on a Rook or on a Voron V0, because circular area obviously is smaller than rectangular. No, I just used, I bought a pack of rubber bands off of Amazon. There's a length that you want to get. I'd have to check my Amazon order history to find out the actual length. I'll probably add that information onto the printables page, just if people want to order rubber bands. It might even be on the bill of materials, I don't remember. But Canrog has had really good luck using inner tube, like bike inner tubes, which probably is a better solution. Much more robust rubber that shouldn't dry out as quickly. Rubber bands do eventually dry out and crack and break and get brittle. So, and I think most people will want to just order MP jets and use the second set of arms that are included in the kit and upgrade the arms, really. And yeah, I will say MP jets are the definitive standard for ball joints for Delta Flyer or Delta 3D printers. They're only they're available. They ship from the Czech Republic, but they're not expensive. It's like $20 for the set. That's usually shipped too. They ship quite quick, at least to me in Canada, and they have absolutely no play. They're very high quality. They're very tight. It's just, it depends on the company that's packaging the kit, whether they can get them or not. But yeah, like Canrog is saying, the arms that are included, or the ball joints that are included in the LDO kit are perfectly fine. You just need to pre-tension them a little bit, because they do have a little bit of play, but they're nylon, I believe, and like brass. They're pretty much never going to wear out. It's just more so the manufacturing tolerances on them. But if you tension them, it doesn't really affect the print quality at all. Yeah, it's impressive how quickly they get to you from the Czech Republic. But yeah, they are definitely the de facto standard for Deltas. I do have a cutting jig Canrog. Maybe it's not on the Refit printables, but I do have a cutting jig tool already for Delta Flyer. And we are, of course, printing a Cali Dragon right now, and I am using the upgraded cooling duct, thanks to Canrog for designing that one. It's definitely an improvement over the stock one that I created. It's a PEI, LDO created a PEI build sheet for this. They actually made a bed specifically for this printer, and they made a PEI sheet. You cannot get a 150 millimeter round PEI sheet unless you buy this kit. LDO is going to come out with an individual bed kit, as far as I know, because this is specific to Delta Flyer. If you look at the bill of materials, you can find the 150 millimeter metal plate for the printer, but you cannot get the PEI sheet. That is custom built by LDO. Oh no, you're not going to get splinters really. The arms cut really, really well. What I do is, firstly, I only cut arms outside. You don't want carbon dust inside your house. And then what I'll do is I wrap the arm with a little bit of wet paper towel when I cut it. It completely gets rid of all the dust and keeps everything nice and clean and all that kind of stuff. So you could also just pour water over top of it as well before you cut. But I find just wrapping it in just a little bit of wet paper towel will help make sure that there's no dust. But yeah, I cut them outside. Yeah, the PEI bed, magnetic bed on this and the heated bed are very, very nice. It's very similar to LDO's V0 bed. It's very high quality with a really nice heater. honestly, it's one of the things that make this kit so special. Um, if you were to self-source the Delta Flyer, basically you'll have to order the metal bed. You'll have to drill the holes yourself into the metal bed using the frame as a jig, and then you'll have to order build tack or come up with some sort of solution. Like I say, there is no available 150 millimeter bed off the shelf. Usually I do not like to do that with my printers, make custom parts, but for the Delta it had to be done. Yeah, build surface is very personal choice, I think. A lot of people use PI, a lot of people like different solutions. It kind of just depends on the user. I know there's a lot of upgraded solutions that Big Tree Tech make now, like the cryo beds and all that stuff for Bamboo Labs and whatnot. I've never tried any of those, but I'm still using the stock X1 bed. Jonas, the build area for this printer, it's small. It's 120-ish circular, and then about 110, 120 tall. It's definitely a compact build area and a compact printer for sure. And Deltas aren't the most space efficient, that's for sure. If I design a larger one, I would like to definitely make sure there's kits available for it, for panels and things like that, of course. And yeah, one day I will design a larger version of this printer, certainly. But like I say, that's going to be a ways out. I have too many other projects that I really need to get done, and we broke off the bed, so, and that's okay. As I say, I've not printed with this printer for a long time, so I don't have my Z offset set up correctly for this. But it's not an issue with the printer. It's more so me just dialing it in. I think I could probably go a little bit less if we want to print out. I'm gonna try print out a Rolo cube, I think, here. Let's do a firmware restart on this guy. And I'm going to see if I can just lower the Z just ever so slightly. We can get one more print going on this thing here. Let's try this. Yeah, I ordered BuildTak clone stickers off Amazon. Yeah, I can show you the print. Let me just clean up the. I haven't done much tuning on this either. Like, this is pretty out of the box. And for input shaping, I just threw a. You're probably not going to be able to see this. Let me see if I can focus this a bit better for you. The print quality on this thing is quite nice. I'll try to show you the beholder. So this is the print that came off this printer, of course. Hopefully you can actually see the details on this printer. It does print very, very well. It's kind of difficult to show off, but Delta printers can print some very, very nice prints. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you do build a DIY printer. They're very fun. It's a very fun hobby building printers. That's kind of all I do. I don't even use my printers that much for other things. I just use them to print more printers out. But it is a very fun aspect of the hobby for sure. Yeah, it's very Mike Wachowski. It's a Dungeons and Dragons Beholder mini figure. I think I scaled it up too. Hopefully I lowered my Z enough so that it doesn't break away, but there's definitely a lot of satisfaction you get with building your own printer as well, right? Like you learn a lot. You know how to maintain it, you know how to fix it, you can upgrade it, all that kind of stuff. There's nothing wrong with out of the box OEM printers, of course, but it's definitely more enjoyable to build something yourself. And usually I find DIY printers are easy to repair. Usually off the shelf parts, they usually come apart easier. There's usually a very large community around them as well. So, but that being said, I have a Bamboo Labs X1 since Kickstarter, and I use it for all of my prints just because it's like set it and forget it. Like I don't have to worry about it kind of thing. So. And I'm absolutely sure someone could dial this printer in much farther than what I've done. I did a basic once over for the tuning, like pressure advance. And like I say, for input shaping, I just basically did a manual input shaping, nothing fancy. Okay, so it looks like we are going to get ready to do the actual giveaway here. So again, if anyone watching is not a Patreon member or a YouTube member and you want to win this printer, definitely head over to my Patreon or become a YouTube member on my channel and you will be entered in to win this printer. I'm going to be giving it away here in a couple minutes. And I'll most likely ship it out to you this week, as long as I got time to drop it off. I'm going to be using UPS to ship it because they have like the correct box and stuff like that for this. Most likely I will be shipping it ground if it's in North America, of course. It's just much cheaper. Shipping this via air is quite expensive, so we'll have to figure something out if someone wins this and they're in a different country. But yeah, it ships just like you see it, fully assembled. Maybe once the LDO kits are out, released, I'll do like another giveaway for maybe an LDO kit. But it's definitely going to be a month or so away before kits are ready. I know LDO is hard at work for them. Appreciate it, Brain Twist. Oh yeah, and whoever wins this printer, Canrog will ship you some additional nozzles for this printer. So you'll also get a shipment from Canrog, whoever the winner is. If I can help it, Benjamin, I always print PLA. This printer was printed in ABS. The last printer was ASA. If it has to be done in ABS or ASA, I will, but I usually always print PLA. PLA is still my absolute favorite to print with, and a lot of my prototypes and things like that I'll print out in PLA just because it's easy, simple, and it's safer, I guess, to print. It doesn't really have a foul odor or anything like that, but it depends on the part, really. If I'm printing out car parts, it'll usually be ASA, but I do print some stuff in ABS and whatnot as well. All right, so I am going to go ahead and export the members on my Patreon. So let me go ahead and do that. So we're going to do active members. So active members on Patreon is 120. So we are going to export those now. And then on YouTube, I need to export my YouTube members as well. What I can say for anyone on Patreon is make sure that your email is valid on Patreon and it works. That's how I will be contacting you. YouTube is a little bit more difficult to do. I'm going to kind of have to make an announcement on YouTube. There's no way, unfortunately, for me to contact a person on YouTube, which is really weird. I can't email people or anything like that on YouTube members, so I'll kind of just make an announcement of the winner. And then I have 30 YouTube members. I'm actually not too sure. If yours is a yearly membership, I'm actually not too sure. I would imagine there would be some way for you to go into your membership term or something in the settings. PLA can certainly be very strong, but you got to make sure it's printed like 4 to 5 wall thickness and a really good infill. And also you want to make sure that you're printing hot enough, like 200 plus temperature at least. Obviously a lot of stuff on bamboo prints at like 220 for the speed, but yeah. All right, so we've done the export. I now need to open them up in Google Sheets. So I can copy and paste them pretty much. Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff. All right, so let's open up first. We'll open up my we'll do YouTube members first. Welcome, welcome. We're just about to do the giveaway here. Just getting everyone in Wheel of Names. So we got 30 people entered in Wheel of Names, and then we are going to do a new draw here. So let's go new spreadsheet. Yeah, I don't know how it is from like a member standpoint. Patreon is way better than YouTube members right now. It's just much more robust. tools and stuff like that available, at least from a creator standpoint, for sure. Um, but yeah, I can see them actually having making things more difficult. All right, so all right, so we have a total of 150 entries in this. So I would say pretty good odds. So we are going to go ahead and spin the wheel of names. Again, I'm not going to show it spinning, but I will announce the winner here. So let's go ahead and let's do the draw. Clicking it now. Let's see who won. We have a winner, William Zed. William Zed is the winner. So let's go to my Patreon. Is it a Patreon member? Yes, it is a Patreon member. He's been a member actually for over a year, which is great to see. So let me send him a message. And I've actually contacted him before, so this is great. So William Z is the winner. So congrats. And I do plan on doing more giveaways for you guys. I really do appreciate the support. Very, 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 it helps me out so much with the support I get from Patreon. YouTube doesn't pay a lot, like for ads and stuff like that. I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. I maybe make $100 to $200 a month on YouTube revenue. It's not a lot of money. Patreon really allows me to order parts for these type of printers and that type of thing. Without that, it'd be very difficult for me to actually build prototypes and whatnot. So I really do appreciate everyone who is a member on YouTube and also on Patreon. It really, really does help me a lot. So congrats to William. I'm glad it went to a member who supported me for a very long time, and I really do appreciate everyone who supported me on Patreon. Yeah, really allows me to do and experiment with all sorts of crazy things and whatnot. So we'll of course keep printing until this print finishes there. So yeah, YouTube definitely doesn't pay much. It's sponsorships and Patreon. If anyone is starting a YouTube channel, I highly, highly, highly recommend you get Patreon going right away. You do not want to wait to get Patreon later. It will not take off as quickly as it should. You want to start Patreon early in your YouTube journey. Plan on using PCTG for my Rook 2020, but can I use PLA? Absolutely, Raw, you can use PLA. Almost all my Rooks are PLA. There's a couple I printed ABS, but you can definitely print them in PLA. Yeah, it looks like the winner is in the US, so it'll be ground shipping to save cost on that for sure. I think it's about $100 to ship this ground. It's a lot more money to ship it air. We got about 40% left to go on this print, so I'm going to let it finish. Yeah, if anyone is interested, I do have the original Delta Flyer. If I need to do some work on it, I'll go get it. So I do have the very, very, very first Delta Flyer, which is right here. If anyone is interested in winning the very first one, that is an option as well. It needs a little bit of TLC, but I could get that up and running for someone if people are interested in winning that one. Oh, not necessary, Canrog, but thank you. Appreciate it, appreciate it. But yeah, if anyone is interested in winning the original Delta Flyer, it's linear rods. It's not linear rails. It's the original version, of course. But it does print very well. It has MP jet joints. Interested in any printers? Somebody was selling assembled Rook. Do you have any tips how to secure it so it survives transport? Interesting. I think the only thing I would recommend is try to zip tie the gantry so it doesn't move in shipping. I think would be the only thing that I would recommend. I mean, the original Delta Flyer kit's around $300 to $400 Canadian. It's pretty inexpensive. It's about as cheap as you can get a DIY printer. Like a DIY printer buying all new parts, you cannot get that under $300 to $400. It's not possible. There's no economy of scale with DIY printers. You just gotta buy the parts that are available. You gotta pay shipping. It's just there's no way to get it under $300 to $400. That's Canadian, of course, because I'm in Canada. Yeah, and with the Rook, even taking the tool head off, which is very easy to do, it's just one bolt, and then you'll be fine. So yeah, let me know if anyone wants to win the. See if I can actually get this in view a bit better so people can see it. So it does need a bit of TLC, of course. I've stripped. It has the motherboard still in it, like the main board is still in it. But I harvested some parts from it, but the hot end's there, all the cooling fans are still there. The main board is all there. It would just need a Pi 0 2W, and the power supply is all it needs, as far as I remember. And this is all ABS, I think, or ASA. I can't remember. So. Luckily, if the Rook does break in shipping, it's very easy to rebuild it. It's a very simple printer, so you would still get some enjoyment of repairing it. Yeah, I mean, the original, the previous Delta Flyer that I shipped, it was about $80 to ship it to Ontario, Canada, ground. So $80 is not a big deal. I'm totally fine with footing the bill for that. In the U.S., it'll be more expensive, and of course, if it's shipping to like Norway or different countries, I would just work out something with the winner. Maybe I would send them a monetary amount versus shipping the printer just because it doesn't make sense and it probably wouldn't survive. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do like a live stream. We'll get the OG up and running again. I can put the updated cooling duct on it, all that kind of stuff. So I'd be curious to see what shipping costs to the UK. Maybe it's not super expensive if it was like land shipping, but that'd be very, very slow, of course, but obviously it would be cheaper. But yeah, shipping into other countries is very difficult for sure right now, which is unfortunate. But I always had in the back of my mind, if someone from the UK or someone in a totally different continent won, I would just send them the value of the printer um, via PayPal or something like that, and then they could just build the printer themselves. Yeah, I think the Delta Flyer weighs 30 pounds, or the shipping weight was 30 pounds when you add the AC adapter as well. So, yeah, I'd be curious, Cyber, on what what shipping would actually be for something like that. I kind of have the dimensions now of Delta Flyer, so I could easily put it in online on the size of the box and stuff like that. But yeah, I do need to start doing some regular live streams and getting more regular videos out on YouTube, like a more consistent pace. I think there's some months I haven't even put a video out, which is not what I want to do. I want to have at least 2 to 3 videos a month. Yeah, maybe it would be cheaper to the EU. I don't know. Hey, Rebel, welcome, welcome. We already did the giveaway. We were just wrapping up the stream here once this print finishes. But it sounds like I'll be doing a giveaway on this other OG Delta Flyer as well. And our print has just finished. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I am really happy with the design of this printer. So I'm going to try and show off the print quality of this print as well for all of you. Again, it's very difficult to do on, but this is probably one of the best ways to see the actual like quality. If the camera will focus in here, I have no idea. The layer stacking is very, very clean on flat walls. And again, you could take this further if you wanted to actually dial it even more. I'm not a perfectionist by any means. But it's a very capable printer. It's really, really fun to print minis. If you go on printables, Bright minis are probably some of the best FDM minis available. He's very, very talented, and all of his minis are really, really exceptional. I've printed out lots of them, like you can see here. Actually, if I can show off a lot of these minis. These are all printed on Deltas, by the way, on my Delta printers. So You can see our dude here. This was printed on Delta Flyer as well. So there's that guy. Here is the regular size for one of these. I mean, you can hopefully see the detail there. These are incredible printers for printing minis. This is a 0.4 nozzle too. Like, if you have a 0.2 nozzle, it's even better. He's got a lot of minis, Canrock. He has tons and tons of minis, but I thought he had like over 200 or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, the print quality is really, really cool. I printed out a lot of his stuff. I have some other prints here of like an orc. Again, this was on Delta Flyer as well. Hopefully you can see that. This color doesn't show up that well on screen, but yeah, they're very, very nice prints. But his prints are really, really nice to print. So, and again, that's with a 0.4 nozzle. If you had a 0.2 nozzle, which Canrog will ship the winner of this printer, you'd even get more detail. Wow, yeah, you've definitely printed a lot, Canrog, on yours. I wish I had the time to print that much. But yeah, the hope is that I'm going to be able to do more regular live streams on the weekends for all of you. Whether it's building a printer, you know, doing a giveaway, just hanging out, chatting. And then I also want to do more. Yeah, I should always have Patreon and YouTube links ready. I always forget to do so. Thanks, Canrog. Appreciate it. I never have the links ready when I'm doing live stream, but thanks, Cyber. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what I can figure out for shipping to something like the UK. It'd be nice to know for future giveaways and stuff like that. And if LDO gives me a kit to give away, then obviously the shipping probably would be a little bit better as it's all packaged in a box. It's not an assembled printer. The weight will be the same, but we're approaching 1 hour here. A very successful giveaway live stream. So really, really neat to be able to give back to my Patreons. Again, really appreciated all the support that I have. Even just subscribing on my YouTube channel is huge. Officially over 15,000 subscribers, which is really, really awesome. And I do want to start working on growing that more with regular videos and higher quality videos. So that's kind of my goal going forward, is to just really polish that and be more consistent, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out, and looks like we got a lot of likes, which is always appreciated as well. Appreciate the donation, Canrog, and appreciate the new members. I hope to do more giveaways and, like I say, do some more projects and builds and things like that on live stream. But I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks everyone for watching. Of course, you can catch me on Discord, and make sure you have that notification bell turned on for my YouTube channel so you can see all the latest videos. I should have a video coming out next week on my cross gantry printer. We're going to be cutting some acrylic panels for it. And then we should be starting wiring and getting that thing printing finally. It's been a long time coming, so thanks everyone. Really appreciate the support, and I will catch you all on Discord. Thanks everybody.